Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Cancer reading. Full moon's on the 3rd of January in the new year, and this is a wolf moon. So there is a lot about our northern hemispheric experience, wherein the world that the wolf inhabits this time of the year is a barren world, is covered in snow. And this can symbolize the absence of life on the surface. But life has gone underground, and the sense of cleansing and crystallizing is in activity. So the activity below surface is providing an echo chamber, this barren landscape, for the wolf's howling declaration of power, of presence, of intuition, of protection over what the wolf has created, her family. So I am aware that in the Southern Hemisphere, this is a different experience, quite likely as a result of the longest day of the year. This is more about our place of belonging in the world and the way in which we declare our independence, our power, our unique ability to create, and having that seen by others, declaring that as symbolized by the wolf's howl. Your overall energy for this reading, Sag, is the Eight of Swords. And this part of your life that it is impacting is where you share resources with others towards some kind of a collective or communal goal. So I see many of you in some kind of activist or communal action whereby you are providing this kind of protection and creative energy around resources that you have. The number 8 is indicating some incredible success and revelation that I believe you're trying to express. This card often talks about a kind of anxiety that we experience in our rush, our overwhelm of information and ideas. For you, I believe there is a sense of overwhelm, rushing revelation and illumination around the many changes that you've been working for a very long time to experience. You have been working hard at accepting, understanding, clarifying what is true for you, where justice lies for you, how you're balancing your inner and outer worlds, your past and your present. And that includes the potential for the future, which is bearing upon the way in which you are trying to express these many changes that are impacting your communication, your thoughts, your desire for research, for sharing ideas with a multiplicity of audiences. So this really exhilaration around the way in which you're experiencing a shift in perception, it can be overwhelming and it can block your ability to be in the present moment. Underneath the deck is the Nine of Pentacles, which is a lovely counter to that energy. Not only is 9 the next sequential number, which represents your foundation, in this case, of independence. This is reasserting the comfort of the wolf in declaring your unique skills and abilities, your sense of having established for yourself a process of self-investment, a way in which you cultivate your interests, your talents in the pleasure of your own environment, that you give yourself the sacred space not only to conceive of the work, but to experience the rewards of that work, the pleasure of that. This is about loving the process of standing on your own 2 feet and knowing that you can make decisions for yourself because of your independence. You are not compromised by the needs of others. In the 10th house, this is the house of your social identity, the way others see you, the star. This is quite lovely. This is all about your cultivating this vision that you are trying very hard to express here. So I see a real correlation adding to the beautiful synchronicity of the number 17, reducing down to the number 8. So this can be understood as another level or another octave of the number 8. The star is really about building that vision, reaching for that North Star. That North Star, like our experience of energies within, is constantly growing, shifting, changing. But it is something that is intentionally part of the firmament of the heavens, and one that we reach for in wherever we are in life. So this all is telling me that life may not, for many Sagittarians, be perfect, as stable as you would like, even as you're finding stability in your community with others. But you are understanding that that is not an obstacle to your ability to reach towards something better not only for you, but for the world, a better world. This is in your vision. In the first house, the 5 of Pentacles, everyone is, at least fire signs are getting this card. Your perspective is very much attuned to releasing the way you've been defined by others, so that you are rejecting or releasing, surrendering to the way in which others have expected you to be something that you have never felt in alignment with. Now, you may have tried to conform with that expectation, believing at certainly one time or another that it was for your best, but you have never felt a sense of belonging with that, conditioning, that norm. And instead, you are actively recognizing how the actions you're taking, the truths you are pursuing, shift this sense of who you are and what is available to you. And this very much, again, is reinforcing this idea that you may be still anchoring your material stability and security, but you're not waiting for perfection. You're not waiting for everything to be just so in order to reach for your higher goals, the things that represent your potential place in the world. And this is really beautiful energy that you are seeking that change that reflects your vision. In the 4th house, the house of your home, your family, your roots, the Ace of Pentacles is about a doorway of abundance opening up for you. Many of you work from your home. You may be integrating some kind of hybrid work from home and in a location where you are in a collaborative community or team. And this has become a portal to your abundance, those abundances that you value, this prosperity that anchors your home, anchors your life, your lifestyle, but also becomes opportunities for tremendous prosperity and anchors you in where you are, which is, I think, kind of a big deal for Sagittarians. Your love of adventure is most productively experienced when you have a base. And I think many of you are recognizing that this desire to travel the world, to experience new experiences in far-flung places, is most authentic when you have a base of operations, a home base. And it is that exercise of pursuing your ideas, your connections, partnerships, collaborations around community goals that greatest abundance is experienced by you and unexpected sources of income. And in the 7th house, the house of your significant others, we have the moon. This is important because I do believe that as you work with others, as you investigate your desire for partnership at every level, you are open to allowing those, particularly with those who may be seeking reconnection or returning in your life, to be different. I think this is a result as the way that you have experienced difference in your own abilities and goals, so that you are attaching new possibilities to your partnerships and relationships, the way in which you can achieve things together. There's a big emphasis on that, but also the way that you are facing down fears that once were difficult, if not impossible to articulate in relationships. And this quite likely relates not only to fears and perhaps some difficulties, some restrictions you experience in relationships, not knowing how to be in a relationship, or feeling sure that being who you were was not okay. And so when you believe that, that tended to manifest itself. But here I do see you recognizing that relationships can work for you first and foremost, and they don't all have to look alike. They certainly don't need to look like what others believe they should look like or what others have experienced. And I don't think this is new for you, Sagittarius, but I do feel like you had given up, many of you, on something that you thought would be valid and workable for you, a workable relationship. You want something deeper, but you also want it to work on your terms. And I think you're actually experiencing that through the ability of people who are reconnecting with you that have a history with you. If this reading is resonating for you, Sagittarius, please like this video, share it with others if you feel inclined to do so, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support that you give me in any way that you give it by your presence. I'm going to clarify and finish with an oracle card. The first house, 5 of Pentacles, is clarified by a repeat Ace of Pentacles. I like that. And the 8 of Pentacles, beautiful. You are working. You are doing the work to evolve yourself, to grow, to improve upon your gifts, your skills, your ability to communicate what it is you are learning, the best of your discussions, thoughts, interchanges with others, but you understand and have internalized the necessity to work, to structure your efforts. And this is beautiful because there's something kind of about all of the ways that you experience structure and development on behalf of others in the fulfillment of what others expected or needed from you. You're now learning to apply that to your own project, your own opportunity for stability and abundance. This is really believing yourself to be capable of leading this effort, of gaining prosperity, that you're deserving of it. If you've affected it for others, you now see that you are in line to affect this for yourself. And this is quite the change from what you were conditioned to believe was your place, your role, your fate. And so there is a tremendous empowerment here, and one in which you have incredible stores of experience to work with. So you're bringing that experience to bear on something that is important to you, a new way of operating, an upliftment of a gift that you are now structuring in a way that will provide you with the income, the stability that you believe you are deserving of. In the fourth house, this Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Wow, a lot of movement here, Sagittarius, which I'm thinking makes you generally very happy. There is a lot of networking, researching, looking at ways that you can coalesce a team or other associates to help you build a vision, to look at the possibilities around taking a skill or an experience, a gift that you have, and focusing that into unfamiliar spaces. And you are being seen and noticed by others. And as a result of that, others are gravitating to you, looking for your input on projects they've already conceived, or likewise, looking to bring you in, invite you into an opportunity to build something with others. So this, I believe, is where you tend to excel. But historically, this hasn't been anchored always to your own active vision of the world. There may have been a lot of assumptions because of the gifts you have known to you, but this hasn't anchored, these opportunities haven't been always anchored to what you are moving forward in, your path to prosperity or stability. And that's part of the difference, and it's part of why you are making choices and decisions based on how this supports your project. In the seventh house of significant others, the moon's clarified by the Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful detachment. This is something I feel is really helping to move you forward rapidly out of a very intense realm of deep subconscious experience and emotion. You have been consumed, perhaps through your partnerships, with poor choices you feel you've made in the past, challenges you've experienced, certainly suffering, heartbreak, guilt, shame, embarrassment, and you've really are in the process still of processing those experiences as opportunities for growth, things you've learned, challenges that you have overcome. And this is where you have, with incredible discernment, powerful intellectual rigor, you are allowing your logical, rational mind to help you detach from those old stories. And it takes the Queen of Swords' masterful vision and commitment to the truth, commitment to curiosity, and to the experiences of others to understand how these experiences have actually been to your immense benefit. That you had to go through these difficult experiences, these heartbreaks, these disappointments, and incredible pain that you've experienced in order to be where you are now, recognizing the depth of your knowledge, the depth of your gift, the experience through eternity. There's a sense here of eternal light that you're recognizing you came here to bring forward, to advance in some way that you are incredibly grateful for. There's a message here about your ancestors really coming through for you if you ask. And the Queen of Swords is actually understanding that this spirit team is there and available for specific requests. This isn't paternalistic or patronizing, help, pat on the back. This is people that you are in constant engagement with, that are there to help you with your concrete, physical, material, emotional requests and challenges. And you're receiving that so instantly. This feels like a powerful exchange with your ancestors that are really showing you how much you are loved and valued, and that you are ready for this next step. And the star in the 10th house is clarified by the 2 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. There's a lot of head stuff here. There's a good sprinkling of pentacles. I like to see that. But there is a fair amount of you in your head, and the strength required for you to detach yourself to powerful feelings of betrayal, hurt, judgment, being judged, and consequently your own anger and judgment in response. You're very aware of how that sucks your energy at a level that is difficult to control and manage, and that it almost gets sucked into a vortex of your subconscious energies. And you're really working hard to challenge that within yourself, to constantly rehearsing why these painful experiences helped you grow, and allow you the perspective to see other possibilities in the engagements you've had in the past, those connections, or the possibilities to disengage, that you don't have to choose. In fact, most likely, it is best that you do not choose what you've chosen in the past. And so there is this real dynamic of choices, looking at options, considering the possibilities and the resources that you are transforming from your past. The way you saw your gifts, the way you saw relationships, or the possibilities for abundance in your life are changing, and they're all opening you up to this greater vision that you have in participating in the world on behalf of the collective, the improvement as an agent of change. I'm going to finish this reading with an oracle card and hope that you've enjoyed this reading. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. What an antidote for the energy that I'm feeling here, that is so serious, that is so academic, almost in your head, chasing down ideas, doing the deep work inside to change your course, to realign yourself and redefine yourself. Here you are saying, if I can't laugh at myself, if I can't see the humor and the lightness and the joy in life, the fun in life, then it isn't worth living. And I love that, Sagittarius. I'm feeling your buoyant spirit come through here. Thank you so much for this reading. And thank you for liking my channel, my videos, for subscribing to my channel. And until next time, namaste.